This is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. Today in video 13 of chapter Chemical Kinetics, we are going to discuss about textiles exercise question. You can see here 4.8, 16, 17 and 18. Clear? Now remaining we have discussed in our previous video. Now 4.15 is a numerical with a graph. So with graph paper that I will explain in the end of this chapter. Okay. So today we are going to discuss this. Now 4.8 is an example of pseudo first order reaction. So first of all we'll see the question here. You can see. Okay, you can see the question here. In a pseudo first order hydrolysis of ester in water, ester in water hydrolysis, following results were obtained. So when we say this ester in water or hydrolysis of sugar, this all are example of pseudo first order, means the reaction start with second order, but as the time proceed, water concentration will not change and it will become first order. So these are the observations given at 0 second, 30, 60, 90 second. These are the concentration of ester what is given, ester like this. Okay. Calculate the average rate of ester. I think you must be knowing, no? It's a sweet smelling, fruity smell. Fruit when they ripe, no, they give smell like ester. Now in this question, calculate the average rate of reaction between the time interval. That is, first question is between these two time interval. These two time will take and these two concentration will take. As it is first order, we'll use that formula. Okay. Then calculate the pseudo first order rate constant, means value of K for the hydrolysis of ester. So that is for all the what we call it as observation we have to find. This already we have done as an example, which I gave 4.9 example. Extra question it was for understanding pseudo first order reactions. Okay. So this we are going to discuss now. Okay. Let us see. Okay. Now if you see the question, that is time is given in second, 0 second, 30 second, 60 second and 90 second. Clear? Concentration of ester in mole liter inverse is, you can see 0.55, 0.31, 0.17 and 0.085. It is given like this. Okay. Now the question one was, you have to calculate average rate between the time interval 30 to 60 seconds. Okay, this is the first question. So for average rate we can say, that is average rate, we know the formula as reactant it is, we can write minus delta into concentration, change in concentration of the reactant upon change in time. So for this I can write like this, minus of, I can write R2 minus R1, whole upon, we can write T2 minus T1. Okay, so which will be equal to R2. When we say R2 means between 30 and 60, so this will be your R2. For the question 1, this is R2 and this is R1, this is T2 and this is T1 for question 1. Okay, so now suppose if you see here R2, that is minus of 0.17 minus 0.31 divided by 60 minus 30, right? So if you calculate, you will be getting 4.67 into 10 raised to minus 3 mole, because this is mole liter inverse and this is second, so this will go mole liter inverse second inverse. Okay, so if you see, this is also first order, this unit what we say. Okay, now we got the average, means the first question is done. Okay, now the second question what is asked here in your textbook, you can see the second question is calculate pseudo first order rate constant. Clear? Right? So first order rate constant. So now we know, as it is a first order reaction, we can write rate is equal to K into concentration of ester, we can write. Okay, so when we write here, actually when we say ester, the rate will be of this, like this it will be, of water also it will be, but we know this becomes constant, right? So when this become constant, we can write this and this two are constant, so we write a new constant, that is K dash into ester, if you remember, because K dash is equal to K into concentration of H2O. Okay, like this you can write it down. So now this what we say. So finding values of K from the given data, right? Values of K from the given data, we know as it is for first order reaction, rate constant K is equal to 2.303 by T log R0 by RT, that is initial upon final value, right? So when we say for this, that is 2.303, the first one, that is first one, when we compare, these are the two things what we are going to compare. Okay, so this you compare, it will be 30 minus 0, that will be 30 log R0, that is you can see the first reading, that is 0.5 R0, and this is RT. Okay, so R0 will be 0.55 divided by 0.31, which is equal to 2.303 by 30 into log, what we can say, 1.774, if you simplify these two. Okay, further you will get 2.303 by 30, and if you find out log, it will be 0.2490. okay, this you simplify it, you will get K will be equal to 1.91 into 10 raised to minus 2 second inverse. Understood? So this is the first one what we found out by comparing reading 1 and 2. Okay, now we are going to compare, in the second one we are going to compare the reading 1 and 3. Okay, compare the next reading 1 and 3, we can say K is equal to 2.303 by it will be 1 and 3 means this will be common, this is initial for all, this is R0 for all. So first we'll compare with this, then we'll compare with this, and then we'll compare with this. Okay, so this last one you have to do it by yourself. Okay, so K is equal to 2.303 by T. T what will be? It will be 60 minus 0, so I write here 60 only. Okay, into log R0, when we say R0 is 0.55 whole upon RT. RT will be the 60 seconds what concentration of ester, that is 0.17 what we got. Okay, so this you can also calculate by yourself, and same way for third what you will take, the reading of first and fourth you will take, first and fourth. Okay, so that also you can do it by yourself, that is it will be K point by 90, it will be log 0.55 divided by 0.085, like this. Okay, so you calculate this all, and at the end after finding the value for this K, clear, here also and here also, what you will do, suppose this I will take it as K1, this I will take it as K2, and this I will take it as K3, right? What to do? Average rate constant, or what we call it as average value of K, will be equal to, that is K will be equal to K1 plus K2 plus K3, divide it with 3, and let me know what will be the answer. Clear? So the answer you must get is 1.98 into 10 raised to minus 2 second inverse. Okay, so from this value, see, when we started, what was the unit? The unit was this. This is of second order, sorry, okay, for first order. Okay, and then when we went ahead, it became, sorry, second order it was, and when we went ahead it became which order? First order. Okay, so from this you can easily write it down. This must the answer you must get here. Okay, so this one is a homework for this one also and this also. Okay, now the next question. This is the next question what you are talking about. The rate constant for the first order reaction is 60 second inverse. Now first order rate constant means value of K is given. What is given? Value of K. How much time will it take to reduce the initial? Initial means what we call it as R0 of the reactant to be 1/16th of its value. That is RT is equal to 1/16th of R0 we can say. Understood? So that we are going to calculate. It is how much time it will take. Okay, so we'll start with this. In 4.16 question it was given that rate constant K is equal to 60 second inverse, like this. Okay, now we will say let the initial concentration be equal to R0, right? Now we can say in your question it was written, if you see the question of 4.16, what was it? The time taken to reduce the initial concentration of reactant to its 1/16th, what we say, right? So therefore let the final concentration is that is RT is equal to 1/16th of R0. It should become 1/16th of R0, RT, final concentration. Okay, so we got this, so which can also be written as it is equal to R0/16 also we can write. Okay, so now as it is first order, we can say for first order reaction, K is equal to 2.303 by K. So you can see here it is K is equal to 2.303 by T log R0 by RT. Bro. Now we have to find out T. So T is equal to 2.303 by K log R0 by RT we can write. Understood? So now suppose I will substitute the value 2.303 by 60 was given. This is what log R0 upon R0 by 16 RT is equal to, right? So what we will do, this will get cancelled. So 16 will go up. So it is 2.303 by 60 log we can write here 16. Understood? So log 16 if you find out, you will get T will be equal to 2.303 by 60 and log 16 is 2041. Okay, log 16 what we got. Now if you simplify this, you will get 4.62 into 10 raised to minus 2 seconds. So this much time. So 4.62 into 10 raised to minus 2 seconds. It will what do I say, take for R0 to become 1/16 of its concentration. Clear? Means R0 it becomes 1/16 in this much seconds, what we say. Its concentration will become 1/16 in this much seconds. Okay? Understood? Now the next question. Okay. Here, during nuclear explosion, one of the product is strontium SR90 isotope with a half-life is given, that is T half is given. If one mu, what we say, gram of, that is micro, of 90, that is SR90 was absorbed in the bones of a newly born baby instead of what? Calcium. Means this strontium is a radioactive substance, right? And radioactive reactions, what is all are of first order. You have to remember this. I'll write a note there. how much, instead of calcium, this strontium were absorbed in the bone of a newly born baby. How much of it will remain, means as the baby grows, how much strontium will be seen at the age of 10 years and at the age of 60 years if it is not lost metabolically, means metabolism activities what it take place, right? So once you are affected to radioactivity, it stays in your body for a longer year, and how much is the proportion that we are going to find through this method. Okay, now let us see. Okay, now 4.17 we can write here an important note, right? That is radioactive decay follows first order kinetics, means this is a first order reaction, radioactive decay means, right? So here in your question half-life was given, that is T half was given as 28.1 year, right? Now this is for what? This is for strontium 90, what we say, right? That is T half is given. So from this we can find out rate constant. Now we know for first order reaction, T half is equal to 0.693 by K, right? So therefore K will be is equal to 0.693 by T half, so which is equal to, you can write 0.693 by 28.1, so K will be equal to 2.466 into 10 raised to minus 2 year inverse. Understood? So this you have to remember, because it is given in years T half, so this is year inverse. Now the next part. Now the first question, that is, you can write here amount of SR90 left after 10 years. Clear? Because newly born baby was affected with this radioactive substance, that is after 10 years how much strontium is left out, that we are going to calculate. Now for first order we know the formula, K.303 by T log, we can write here R0 by RT, right? Now first of all we have to see what is R0. Clear? So we can say R0 is equal to, it was given there 1 microgram, it was given in your book, right? And RT we have to find out, that is the amount which is left out in the body. Understood? Now T in this case we can take it as 10 years. Okay, T we can take it as 10 years. Okay, so now when we say K was, we found out that is 2.466 into 10 raised to minus 2 is equal to 2.303 by T 10 years into log, we can write here, I think it was given, 1 upon RT, like this you can write. Understood? So if you simplify this, that is log RT 1 by RT is equal to 2.466 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 10, right, divided by 2.303. Okay, so if you simplify this, what it will be, that is this would be log 1 upon RT will be equal to 0.1071. Okay, so in this case what we can do now, this is identity of log, what we say, this is log 1 minus log RT, okay, which is equal to 0.1071. Now we know log 1 is 0, log 1 to the base 10 is 0, so we can say here that is this will be 0 minus log RT is equal to 0.1071. Okay, so this we simplify, this minus sign will take on the either side or multiply it with the minus 1 on both the side. What you will get, log RT is equal to minus 0.1071. Okay, now this what we have to do, log RT, this cannot be negative, so what we will do, we will make it positive by 0.0 minus 0.1071 plus 1 minus 1. So you can simplify this. here like this, and these two things. So you will get 1 bar 0.3575, like that is log RT, right? Log I'll take on the either side, that is shifting. It is anti-log of 1 bar 0.3575, which is equal to this 1 bar means 10 raised to minus 1 and 0.35 7 and mean difference 5. In your anti-log table, if you see, it will be just a minute, some mistake is there here. If you simplify, it will be 1 bar 0.89, 8929, it is 8929. Okay, and if you find the anti-log for this, it will be 0.7814, like this it is. Okay, so this you can say, I think 7.83, so you can simplify this. Okay, this minus you can remove, it is different. It will be equal to 0.7814 and this microgram. Okay, so this you can remember what is there. Now the next part, what we say here, the next is what we can say. Okay, now amount of strontium SR90 left after 60 years, we can say here R0 will be same only, that is 1 microgram. Clear? RT we need to find, and T will be equal to 60 years. Okay, so if you substitute in the formula, K is equal to 2.303 by T log, what we can say, R0 by RT, right? So if you substitute, it will be 2.466 into 10 raised to minus 2 is equal to 2.303 by 60 into log 1 upon this RT. Clear? If you simplify this log 1 upon RT will be equal to 2.466 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 60 divided by 2.303, right? If you simplify this whole thing, you will get log 1 upon RT is equal to 0.6425, right? And that the same method, that is log 1 minus log RT is equal to 0.6425. So negative log of RT is equal to 0.6425. Minus sign will take, this one will be 0. So log RT is equal to minus 0.6423. Now how to change this negative part into positive, that we know the formula, that is RT is equal to minus 0.0 minus 0.6423 plus 1 minus 1. So these two things you can compare, that it will be 1 bar point, and these two you compare, subtract it, what we get, it will be 3575, right? So we can write here, that is RT is equal to anti-log of 1 bar 0.3575, and if you simplify this one, it will be equal to 0.2278 microgram. Means this much is the strontium left out, what we say. Clear? So first if you see, it was 7.8 after the end of 10 years. Then if you see at the end of 60 years, this will, so slowly it will keep on reducing, but it will not go away from the body. It will be there in a form of a toxic waste. Okay, now the next part. Now you can see here the next question. For a first order reaction, show the time required for 99% completion is twice the time required for completion of 90% of the reaction. Okay, means the initial concentration is 99%, is twice the time taken for the reaction to be 90%, that is given here. Okay, so we will see this question, that is 18. Okay, the question is, that is for 99% completion, if initial concentration of what we call it as reactant is R0, then RT. We can write RT means what? For 99% completion, RT will be R0 minus this, or you can directly write 100% for initial minus 99%. What we say? Is 100 minus 99% of, we can write it as R0. So which is equal to 1% of 100 minus 1% of R0, what we call, that is left out. So which is 1 by 100 into of means R0. So which is equal to, you can write R0 by 100, right? So RT is R0 by 100. Now as it is a first order reaction, we know the formula. K is equal to 2.303 by T log R0 by RT, right? Now T here we will take 99%. So therefore T 99% is equal to 2.303 by K log R0 by RT, right? So if you simplify this, that is therefore T 99% is equal to 2.303 by K log R0. I will write R0 only, and for RT it will be R0 by 100, like this. Okay, so this R0 will get cancelled. So we can write here, that is T 99% will be equal to 2.303 by K log 100. Now log 100 will be 2. Why? Because this you can write it like this. T 99% is a 2.303 by K log 100 means 10 raised to 2. So it will get suppressed. So T 99% will be equal to 2.303 by K 2 log 10 to the base 10. So this 10 to the base 10 is 1. Understood? So it will be 299% is equal to 2.303 into 2 by K, which is equal to, I will keep this as equation 1. Okay. Now for same way for 90%. So similarly, clear, for completion of 90% of the reaction, clear, RT is equal to 100 minus 90% of R0. So which will be 10% of R0, right? Which is equal to 10 by 100 of means multiply by R0. This will get cancelled. So it will be R0 by 10. Okay, so RT is R0 by 10, what we call it as. Okay, so now we'll substitute in the values what we given here. Okay, that is, I will write directly T 90% is equal to 2.303 by K log R0 by RT. So which is equal to 2.303 by K log R0 upon R0 by 10. This will get cancelled, 10 will go up. So 2.303 by K log 10. And we know log 10 to the base 10 is equal to 1. So which is equal to 2.303 by K. That is T 90% is equal to. Okay. So this we will give it as equation number 2. Now dividing equation 1 by equation 2. We get what? That is T 99% divided by T 90% is equal to 2.303 into 2 by K whole upon 2.303 by K. So this KK will get cancelled. It will be equal to, this also will get cancelled. So T 99% by T 90% is equal to 2, and we can take it on the either side. So T 99% is equal to 2 into T 90%. So from this we can make out, that is time taken for 99% of the completion of the reaction is equal to 2 times the time taken for the completion of 90% of the reaction. Okay, so this is proved, what we call. Okay, so in the next video we will be discussing about the remaining numericals which are given in your textbook. Okay, till then, thank you very much.